Shopify just dropped a game-changing AI tool. Type a prompt, and your store is ready.
Shopify just made store design 10 times easier. With a new summer edition, now you can generate any section you want using AI. You just need to describe the section that you want, and the AI will get it done. But not only that, Shopify also did a lot of updates related to the theme editor, and we are going to go over all of them. But you must also know that Shopify released 10 new free themes, all working with this update. In this video, we are going to explore these themes so you can choose the best fit for you and for your business. Now let's start with the biggest update, and it is the AI block generation. For any merchant, finding the perfect theme is always a challenge because it's hard to find a theme with all the sections that you want. Well, this is no longer a problem because Shopify solved this by providing an AI tool that can actually get any section done in seconds. You just need to write what you want and the AI will get the section done. And it's not a coded section, it's a fully customizable section. You can even ask the AI after generating the section to modify it so you get the section exactly as you want it to be. Basically, the only thing that you need to do in order to be able to use this update is to be using one of the Shopify new themes. You must be using one of these themes, otherwise this feature won't be working. I think in the future they would be updating it so it works with also some of the paid themes, but for now this feature is only available for the new 10 Shopify themes. So I'm using one of these themes and I'm inside of my theme editor. All I need to do is to click here on Add Section and click on Custom Section. Then under this custom section, I will click on Add Block, and you will see this Generate section in here. You click on it, and you just need to describe the section that you want. For example, I want to create a comparison table, so this is my prompt. I'm going to click on Enter, and you will see that within seconds, the AI will be creating this customizable section for me. You can even work while the AI is creating the section, by the way. The AI tool generated this section, and all I needed to do is to actually customize it. If you click on this section, you will see that this section is fully customizable. In here, you can see the prompt I've used, and in here, you can fill all the information related to this section. So for example, in here, you can select the first product, you can add the features, and so on. And as I told you before, while creating the section, you can ask the AI to do any type of modifications you want. You can even ask it to do modifications for the mobile view versus the desktop view, and so on. If you want to know more about how to use this specific AI tool, I highly recommend you to check this video on my YouTube channel where I share with you some advanced prompts to create amazing sections for your Shopify store. In addition to this amazing, big, mind-blowing update, Shopify did a lot of small updates to the theme editor. All of these updates are going to help us with our work and they are going to improve our Shopify stores in general. I'm going to go over these updates one by one and let me know in the comment section below which one of these updates is your favorite. I have a list of updates to go over now, but my favorite one in all of this is the ability now to copy and paste any section within the theme editor. This has been a struggle for a very long time. You create a UPS nice section on one page and you want to replicate it on another page. This was impossible before. You needed to recreate the section every time you want to use it. Well, Shopify solved this by allowing us to copy any section we want and paste it across any page on our store. All you need to do is to simply choose a section. So let's say, for example, I want to copy this section. You right click and you click on copy. So here I am inside of my home page. If I go now to any page I want, so let's say I want to go to the product page, I can go in here and I can simply right click and paste after, and that's it. This is a very small update with a very big impact because it makes our work more effective and it saves us a lot of time. Now, the next update I want to talk about, and it's actually very powerful, and it is the ability to apply a discount code in the cart drawer. This wasn't available before. So as you can see now, when I click on my cart drawer, there is in here a discount field where my customers can fill the discount code and apply it to their cart. And in this way, they will know exactly how they are saving before moving to checkout and seeing the savings in there. Now that you know all the updates that happened to the Shopify theme editor, let's talk about the 10 new Shopify themes that you must be using in order to get access to most of these updates. Well, with the Shopify new edition, Summer 2025, Shopify released 10 free themes, in addition to the old ones. Shopify used to have like 4 or 5 free themes before. These themes are the only one until this moment that work with this new update. So if you want to like profit from the AI generator sections and so on, you must be using one of these themes. They are still new, so they would be improved over time. I'm pretty sure about this. This is the first release ever, but some of them are already very good. And not only that, because we can now generate any AI section, so basically there is no big difference between one theme and the other, because you can at the end modify this theme the way you want. I'm going to show you these different themes so you can have an idea about the best choices. I'm going to go over these themes one by one so we can see together which one might be a good option for you. The third update I want to talk about is related to the product card. And I'm starting with the most important updates, and I will move to the small ones. Well, the product card is basically the element you see whenever you list your products, when you have a collection featured or when you are inside of a collection page. So this is the product card. And now with this new update, we have more ability to change the product card. It's more flexible. We have more options in there, and I will show you more about this now. So as you can see in here, I have a product list. So basically I'm listing all the products within a featured collection. And as you can see, when you click on the section, you will see that we have two levels. We have the header part, which is the title of the section. Then we have the product cart part. And this is the thing that we need to focus on. Again, the product cart is this element in here. When you click on it, you will see the new options. So in here, for example, you're choosing the product, you can choose a vertical gap, you can change the color scheme, and you have some more things to change related to the padding, to the borders, and so on. In addition to that, when you go in here inside of this section, you can add more blocks. So in here, for example, we have the media, but if we click on the plus in here, we can add any of these elements within our product card. So we can add, for example, another image, we can add a text, we can add a buy button, we can add media, we can add price, we can add product title, we can add the reviews, swatches, and so on. Before, these options were limited and you weren't able to modify this that much, especially with the free themes. So let's say, for example, we wanted to add the price. We just simply click. It's by default in here. So let's say, for example, we decided to add a special text. We can go in here and click on text, and we can make this text dynamic by linking it to a meta field. So let's say, for example, I want to add one sentence about one of my products. What I can go in here. So let's say, for example, I want to add a small sentence about each of my products. What I can do is I can remove this text from here and click here on select dynamic source and select a meta field. If you don't know much about meta fields and how to use them, this is your sign to do so, because meta fields have been available on Shopify for a very long time now, and they can greatly help you to improve your store. If you want to know more about meta fields, there is this video on my YouTube channel that you can watch, and it will teach you everything you need to know. I will be linking to all of these videos below in the description, so don't worry. So again, this is a very great way to improve your product card. In addition to the text, you can add swatches if this is applicable. You can add like reviews and so on. The remaining updates for the theme editor are basically related to how it is organized, and they are small tweaks here and there, but they can help you a lot. I'm going to point them out now quickly so you can have an idea. So for example, now we have this. We have like the blocks organized into sections. This wasn't available before, and this is better because it helps us like to get the information, and this is actually practical because it gets the blocks that are related to each other together. This is the first thing in here. The second thing, and I'm not sure if you have noticed it or not, now the sections are closed by default. I know this is very small, but it was very annoying before to have to like close all the tabs in here one by one. This is not the case anymore. They are all closed by default. Again, another small update is that now you can name the sections. So you can go in here and name your section. And this is also practical for like your work, especially if you want to copy and paste sections between pages. Also now you can do the following. You can right click. In addition to like copying and pasting, you have access to these quick things like add section before, add section after, edit code, rename, and stuff like that. An additional update that I actually found very helpful is that now when you click on add section, the sections are categorized by type. So you have like banners, collections, forms, layouts, and so on. Before this wasn't the case. All the sections were all together. Now they are organized so you can like go over them, understand what you want, and add them to your store. Also, the preview now is better, so you can preview all the sections easily, and this is also very practical. Many people are actually focusing and talking a lot about the Horizon theme, maybe because the Shopify update was called actually Horizon, so they feel that this is the best theme out there. To me, this is my least favorite actually. I think there are so many better themes in this new edition that you can use. It's very limited. It doesn't have a lot of option. Even the demo store, it's not well done. We're gonna see it later on. I'm going to show you later on this theme so you can judge yourself. Okay, the first theme we have in here is Savor, and if you want to preview this theme, you just need to click on it. And then here you click on View Demo Store, or you can click on Try Theme. I always recommend you to see the demo store. I always recommend you to see the demo store to get a feeling about how this theme is going to work. So when you click here on View Demo Store, you will be taken to the demo store. And always check the preview on desktop versus that preview on mobile. I always like to check two things, the home page and the product page, because these are the most important things to me. So this is the first theme, and in here Shopify is using a food related niche. So as you can see, you have the product listed. It's a very well designed product page. It's still basic, but as I told you before, you can add any section to any theme now. If you go now to the product page, for example, it's also a very clean, neat product page. And I think if you are just starting out, this could be a good option for you. If you want to preview it on mobile, you just click here on mobile preview and you see the different options. In order to get a very definitive decision on which theme you are going to use, I highly recommend you to always try the theme to see like the sections that are already there, especially if creating sections with AI is still a little bit challenging for you. Trying the theme is the best way to judge if it's a good fit or no. So this was the first theme, and if you check in here, you will notice that we started to have some reviews for the theme. So how much people are liking it versus how much people are using it and so on. And as you can see, Horizon is the most reviewed one so far. We have also this one very reviewed, but it's not actually a reason to judge a theme. Again, it depends on your niche and how you want your store to look. So after Savor, we have Pitch, and it's actually one of my favorites in this new edition. I think it's very sleek, it's very elegant, it's different than the usual Shopify themes. And when you check the demo store, you will notice this. You will notice like the imagery is different, the way the products are showing is different. I like this theme a lot, and I think for any skincare theme with a small funky angle, this theme could work very well. Again, you go to the product page and you see in here the options. I'm not a very big fan of putting the product information on left of product images. I'm not a very big fan on putting the product information on the left, because I think this is not what people are used to see online. People are used to see the information on the right. But if you want to use this theme, for example, what I recommend you to do is to download it and see if you can actually switch the position of the text. This is an important thing for me, for example. And if you click here on the mobile preview, you can see the mobile preview. After Pitch, we have Dwell and Vessel, and I feel that these themes are a little bit like similar somehow with the elegant vibe. If you click on Dwell in here and we preview it, for example, it's a very nice theme. It has the most important things, like for example, showing the second image on the hover. So for example, it has so many nice features, like for example, showing the second image, like the quick add to cart. And if you scroll down, you can see more sections. And if we go to the product page, you can see that it's also a very nice, elegant page. You have here the swatches, you have here the information and tabs, which is something I like. This is actually, I think, my second favorite theme in this edition. It's very neat, very clean. I really liked it. Vessel is also a nice theme. If you preview it, you will see it has also an elegant feel. I'm not sure if they offer the option to show the second image on hover. That's why I would need to download it in order to check this, but it also looks nice. It has some nice features, like in here showing the different product images when you choose the swatches in here. It's also elegant with good imagery. If you click on the product page, you will also see that the information are very well organized. Again, I think that these two themes are very similar and they are both very good. Next we have Ritual, which is also a different theme. It's somehow similar to Pitch with the way they are showcasing the information. So as you can see, instead of having like a product image at the beginning, so instead of having a hero image at the beginning, we have this ability to add a very big text with like the headline. Also, I think it's very good for selling fashion. It's very nice. It has the swatch feature in here. The product listing is very nice, and if you click on the product page, you will also see the information in here. I prefer the Dwell and Vessel vibes over the Ritual vibe, but for any brand that's bold, this could be a very good start. Then we have Heritage, and it's actually one of my least favorite. I think it's a little bit weird. I don't like weird experiences. I prefer familiar experiences, unless being weird and different is part of the brand full vibe. So again, as you can see, it doesn't look like a usual Shopify theme. I'm pretty sure you can customize it. I'm pretty sure you can customize it to look like a normal Shopify theme, but you would lose the point of using this theme in the first place. If we click on a product, we can see the product page. So again, you have the information on the left. If I am to use this theme, I would check if I can move the information to the right. But not only that, also in here, as you can see, the images are listed on a 2 columns layout. If this is something that bothers you, you need to make sure that you have the ability to replace this by small thumbnails under the image, for example. So that's why, again, I recommend you to always try the theme before deciding on building your full store over it. I will leave the Horizon theme until the end. I will show you the Thinker, which is a very nice theme in my opinion. It's also similar to Dwell and Vessel somehow. If you click on it, you will see that it's sleek, it's elegant, it has these small little details that I really like. So I think it's a very nice theme. I've loved it. I've loved the way like you can add videos and so on. And if you go to a product page, and when you hover over the product, we can, for example, add the product to cart, see the swatches, which is something amazing. If you click on a product page, also the information in here are very nice. You have these small features in here, you have the tabs. I think this is a very good theme to start with, actually. Then we have Fabric and Atelier, and both of these themes have like a very good number of reviews compared to the other ones, actually. So it seems that people are using them more. If you click in here, you can preview Fabric. I didn't actually like or dislike this theme. I like that you can use a lot of videos in here, which is nice, but I didn't find anything like special about it. But again, it depends on your niche. There is nothing wrong with it. You can always like update it, modify it, so it works with your brand. When you click on your product page, and when you click on your product page, you can see a preview of the product page and the options that you have in here. If you do the mobile preview, you can have a better idea about how your page is going to look on mobile, which is something important, super important for any e-commerce business, actually. Now Atelier is a little bit different, like with some fancy sections. So if you click on it in here and you preview it, you will see like they have some things that we are not used to, like in here the collection lists, which is very nice. Like in here, for example, the collections list, which is a very nice section. You can choose a collection, show a number of products, show an image related to the collection, and so on. Also, it's a very sleek theme, and it reminds me a little bit of the Dawn theme, I think, to some extent. It really depends on what you are like looking for in terms of like the general layout of your theme, but it's very nice and it is elegant. Now, the final theme we are going to discuss is the Horizon, and honestly, this is my least favorite one. I'm not sure why there is a very big hype on this theme. It looks very AI, maybe because the photos inside of it are AI, and so many people are saying that this is going to be the new Dawn theme and Shopify will be updating it a lot. I'm not sure really why, but I think it's very basic and it's my least favorite. So as you can see, this is the home page. When you click, you can see the product page with the option, and I really believe that we have seen so much better themes in this edition, and I really believe that the themes we have seen before, most of them are way better than this one. It's very important to keep in mind that between these 10 themes, choosing the theme is not as crucial as you think, because again, you can generate any section that you want with AI. Before, this was different. Before, we needed to be very cautious about which theme you are choosing and to make sure that all the sections are in there. Well, with these 10 themes, you don't have this problem. So what I recommend you to do is to start with a theme that looks the most like what you want to achieve, and then use the AI tool in order to generate all the sections that you want. Choosing one of these themes is not a very crucial decision that you need to worry about, because now with the AI tool, you can generate any section you want. What I recommend you to do is to choose the theme that looks the most like what you want to achieve, then to use the AI generator tool in order to add all the sections that you want. And because I know that using the AI tool could be a little bit challenging to many people, I have created a video on this YouTube channel where I show you how to use this tool in the best way possible. And not only that, in this video, I share with you the exact prompts I use to generate advanced sections that you don't find by default in any of these 10 themes. So watch this video next. I'm pretty sure you are going to like it.